This is gonna be a very special interview because I remember during lockdown, much before Gulte ever happened to me, I had manifested something for Priyamani. And Priyamani had manifested something for me, which is why I think Gulte happened. And I always say this, that I'm extremely biased towards her as a person because she's my first friend. The first actor from the south part of India who became my friend and who's remained so. Thank you so much for doing this.
Always.
I have been wanting to do this ever since I joined Gulte, and you remember that conversation, right?
Yes, of course. I remember you calling me and saying, listen, I've joined Gulte. I want you to do an interview with me. And finally, I'm happy that it's happening.
Yes, but Priya, it's been so many, 20 years in the industry almost.
Touch wood, yeah.
You started so young with no backing at all. How did it all begin? Did you always want to become an actor, or was it like a chance opportunity?
No, I didn't always want to be an actor. I know it's a very cliched line. People will say, I never thought of being an actor. It just happened by chance. It did actually happen by chance. I was more interested in modeling, and especially ramp modeling. But it was Prasad Biddappa, the fashion guru in Bangalore, who in fact told me that my face suited more for print. And I didn't know what print modeling was at that point of time. That's when I came to Chennai, my portfolio, my pictures were taken, it was out. Then I met Prasad, then picture modeling thing happened, and then came back to Chennai, and then I started getting a lot of offers from Chennai with, with regards to the saris and jewelry, which is very popular in the south.
Yeah, of course.
So if you see all the 4 states, modeling for a sari shoot, doing a sari shoot or doing jewelry shoot is perhaps the most common ad you can ever do, and it is very popular. So I have modeled for you name the brands, I've done all of that.
This is which year?
I'm saying 2001, 2002. No, 2001, 2002. So I started getting a lot of offers from Chennai first, and my very first ad was a shampoo ad. For which I remember my godmother in the fashion industry is called Tara Umesh. She's from Chennai. Even till today, I can never say no to her. Every time she calls me and she says, "Dear, I have something for you. Will you please send me a video?" I'm like, yeah, of course, Tara, I'll do it for you. You after all.
But you are like that with friends.
You paved way for me in the path of modeling, so why not? Yeah.
But how did the first film happen?
So the first film happened.
It was a Telugu film.
No, it was a Tamil film
called. But the Telugu one released before the.
Yes, it did. The Telugu one was called Everi Atagadu. Yeah. Actually, that was when I was doing my first Tamil film with Bharati Raja sir. We had a 11-month gap because sir was doing another film with his son, and sir also had an accident. So because of which, after the first schedule which we shot in Sri Lanka, we had a long gap of about 11 months. So in the meanwhile, I had a well-wisher of mine called Chitra Lakshman sir, who I just met him very recently as well. So he always gives me a call, and that point of time he told me that, look, they're on a lookout for a character, a good role in the Telugu industry. Would you want to do it? So I said, it doesn't make a difference to me. I mean, language is something new because I would like to learn the language. And that's when I came to Hyderabad. I came to see K.S. Ramarao sir, and his son Vallabh was getting launched. It was first film, so I remember going to their house, sitting with them, talking to them, and they were quite impressed. They said, okay, you know what, you're going to be the second. I was the second lead in the film, and so yeah, that was my thing. And I remember for that film, the first time I travelled abroad. For this, we went to Sri Lanka with the Tamil film. For that, we went to Austria. That was the first time I was going outside of technically like to a European place. We went to Austria, and looking at Innsbruck, my mother and I, we looked at each other and we said, oh my God, I mean, this is a place to be. And that's when I knew, okay, industry is my calling.
Place to be, yeah. But I want to know that initially, did you face any kind of rejections which really broke your heart, and how did you deal with it?
Honestly, I don't think I faced rejections much, but I have rejected a lot of offers.
Like which ones? Now you have to say.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair to.
No, but maybe dates didn't match.
No, it's not fair to the makers and to the producers of the particular films that I have said no to. And look, I don't want to boast about myself saying, thank God I didn't do the film, but I don't know, somewhere it sort of worked in my favor, I can say, that I was not convinced enough that I wanted to be, I mean, I did not want to do that film because I was not convinced with the role that was being offered. And all I can say is all's well that ends well.
Pariniti Chopra was offered Piku and eventually she
Yeah.
didn't do it, and then Deepika Padukone did it.
Yeah.
I think Kareena Kapoor and I think again somebody else was offered Queen, and
Yeah.
it landed in Kangana's.
Yeah.
Any such offer which you think was offered to somebody else and then they didn't do it and then it came to you and it changed your life?
Oh.
Or something that you couldn't do maybe because of date commitments which you wish you had done?
The second one was lots have happened, but no, I didn't. I won't say that I wish I'd done it. That's what I said. All's well that ends well. I'm fortunate in that way that the films that I have said no to, they have worked in my favor. Let me put it that
Okay.
way. You know, there have been lots. I mean, because I think right from the start I was quite choosy. And I think you should be. I mean, as an
Absolutely.
actor, yes, I know you're hungry, you want to do a lot of
Absolutely.
films, you want to do a lot of roles, but somewhere down the line, you know, I always believed in doing quality work
Yeah.
and not quantity. Because if I wanted to do quantity, I would have easily crossed about 100, 150 films by now. From that
Yeah.
time, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I believe in doing quality work. I believe in doing. See, now a movie does well, doesn't do well. A hit or a flop is okay. If it's a hit, great. If it is a flop, yes, it hits you somewhere that why did it become a flop? But again, at the net effect, when you work in a film, when you sign a film and you're doing it, you are giving it your 100%. You want the film to work. Whatever factors be it that it didn't, you solely can't be blamed for it.
True.
You know, you can't say, oh no, this girl's movie didn't do well. Why is the girl only being blamed?
But has that happened to you?
Lots. I mean, that's what I'm saying. No, right from the time, if my movies haven't done well and my manager has gone to another director or a producer saying, why don't you cast her? Like, no, her previous film didn't do well. Why is she being blamed for it? It's not my fault.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What was being told to me only I did. And I gave it my 100%. So you can't solely blame only the heroine if, you know, the movie doesn't do well.
But there is a part where, you know, I've heard so many actors, especially female actors like you said, that if 2-3 films of theirs didn't work, then they were called an iron leg, and then they were called like, you know, panauti kind of a thing that, oh, you know, you can't cast this person, then the film will not do well.
I've also heard it, but that's not fair. No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You can't solely just say that, you know, it's the heroine who's at fault. Just because the movie didn't work, you're saying it's because of her fault that it didn't work. That's not true.
That's true.
Everybody has to be equally blamed,
Absolutely.
right? You can't just blame
Absolutely.
only one person saying, oh, just because of her the movie didn't do well.
But when it does well, then it also
Exactly.
not
That's
just
the
because
opposite.
of
Exactly. So when it does well, you say, oh, okay, oh yeah, this movie did well. Then they say the movie did well.
Yeah.
They didn't say she did well. They say, oh yeah, the movie is a super hit, it's a blockbuster. So let's cast the same group again or
Yeah.
the same
Pair.
jodi again.
Yeah.
You know, this is a hit jodi. I mean, that's not, I mean, come on.
You know, coming to movies, have you ever, what's the worst that you've heard? Like the most ridiculous thing that has been told to you for not casting you? Because you're a national award winning artist.
Oh, that doesn't matter. No.
Nobody counts
No,
that.
not at all. That doesn't matter. All they say is, even now they say, whenever they see me, they say, oh, you're a brilliant performer. You're a brilliant artist. Yeah, so cast me. What's wrong? Just because you say I'm a brilliant actor, I'm a brilliant performer, I perform well, I'm still there. Cast me. No, what are you waiting for? I mean, I'm also hungry to do films. I want to do films. And I don't know. I mean, personally, I haven't heard any comment as such as to why they didn't cast. But I guess they were just saying, no, you know, for this we were looking at somebody, relatively a newcomer, we want them to do. You're an established artist, so we don't. And the first thing they say is, when they approach, they say, you know, this is a smaller budgeted film, so, you know, accordingly, can you please charge? So, like, let's see.
So have you reduced your fees for a film because you really wanted to do it?
No.
And why should you? I think why they never ask this to men, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. And this is one thing that I learned from my husband. He always tells me that, look, if one door closes, another will definitely open. So don't get
Fret.
frustrated just because you lost one opportunity. I remember I lost out on a film which even till today I nag the producer of the film or the writer of the film, and he's from Hyderabad, and they also know it. So I still nag him for till today. I'm like, sir, you didn't cast me in your film. I mean, what's wrong? Because I met him. I got the narration done in Bangalore. I absolutely loved it. This was when I was seeing Mustafa. Okay, we were not married then. Were we married? No, we were not. So then later I spoke to my manager. I told my manager that, look, let's go for this project because acha hai, character is nice. I like the thing. So I said, okay, we will push it, and I'll talk to the writer and everything. And I said, okay. And then after, there was no update from their side. And then later I got to know when I was with Mustafa in Dubai. At that point of time, I was on Twitter. So I saw the Twitter, the feeds which keep coming. And then suddenly the announcement is made that this movie is already there. The announcement of the movie is done and they've cast somebody else for this role. I said, what? I didn't even know, and they didn't even tell me that, you're not a part of it, and they're casting somebody else for it. I was so upset, and I remember Mustafa and I was sitting in Starbucks, and I started crying. I was crying, Mustafa, and people were looking around like as if, there's something happened between us, that, I was weeping, and I said, how can they say that to me, and how can they do this to me? I called up my manager and I said, what the hell is happening? And he said, pata nahi Priya, aisa ho raha hai, waisa ho raha hai, matlab unhone cast kar diya. I said, but at least they should have the decency to call and say, that
inform.
Listen, I'm sorry that you're not going to be a part of it. Then Mustafa took me outside Starbucks. We went for a long walk at Al Seef, and then he said, listen, why are you fretting? I mean, it's fine. If one door closes, something bigger, better will come your way. So don't worry about it. And and true to his words, which I still do believe, a lot of wonderful opportunities have come my way. They are still coming my way. And
another thing that whenever I speak to people, and whenever I speak to people from South especially, who have loved you, who have supported you, one thing that they want to see, and we are going to manifest it today, because I think manifestations always work between the two of us.
Yeah, I know.
Is a Rajamouli film again.
Oh my God.
How was it working with him? And how do you not nag him saying, sir, where is my next movie?
I'm not a person who nags, basically. I don't.
That's true.
I can't.
I'm the nagger.
See, I can't go to directors or people and say, cast me in a film, why can't you cast me in a film? I generally, that's not my nature, and I can't do that. But I hope, Nayan, I mean, like how Coffee with Karan has manifested so many things with relationships. I hope this manifestation of yours works for me in my professional thing. It has to. And Rajamouli sir is truly 916 Hallmark gold. You can say that for him. He is a brilliant director.
Absolutely.
Brilliant visionary.
Understands audience pulse like nobody else.
I agree. I completely agree. I mean,
so does Atlee.
Of course. But when it comes, Rajamouli, I hope I get to work with Atlee also again. But Rajamouli sir he's a class apart. I mean, he's a different filmmaker. And working in his films is like you're on a picnic because he takes care of you so well. He pampers you so much. Not he personally, I'm saying the team.
The team, yeah.
They pamper you so much that but in a nice way also he extracts that work from you, whatever he needs. And that smiley, once when Rajamouli sir smiles, you automatically smile along with him, right?
You give in.
Yeah, you're like, okay sir. He's like, Priya, you should do this. Yes sir, I will do. You can't say no to that face of his, right? So that is him. He is a magician. And the things that you see on screen, be it with Bahubali, be it with latest the Oscar-winning RRR, I mean, that man, his vision is completely, it's something different. I mean, I wish you could just go through his brain thinking, what is he actually thinking about when he comes up with such concepts, What went through his mind saying, okay, I'm going to do a Bahubali where I'm going to do this. This is going to be my character, Amarendra Bahubali, and his father and son, and I'm going to get the mother, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. So Bahubali was beautifully split in 2 parts.
Yeah.
When it came to RRR, you're like Alluri Sitaramaraju Garu, you have Komaram Bheem, you have both freedom fighters coming together fighting the British. Who could ever think of something like that?
Yeah.
You know?
But I think they're gonna come with a part 2 also. This is what I've heard.
Yeah.
RRR 2. So we can manifest that maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you could play a freedom fighter too, the female freedom fighter. Who knows?
Maybe.
Rajamouli sir.
Rajamouli garu, if you're listening.
But you know, I'll tell
Not
you-
only RRR 2, any other
Anything.
movie also, please.
But you know, before leaving, I will quickly play a small segment. It's basically called What Would You Steal? I'm going to give you names of actors who you may have worked with,
Okay.
who you may not have worked with.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask you, what is that one thing? It can be a film, it can be a person, it can be anything or a quality that you would like to imbibe or steal from them.
Okay.
First person, Shah Rukh Khan.
Him. I want to steal him.
Steal him only.
Him only.
घर पे चुरा के बैठा दो.
Haan.
Okay. Another film with him, what?
Arey, but if I have him, if he's there with me, then obviously, na.
Yeah, that's also true.
It's okay, even if I don't get a film with him, at least he's there with me, na.
Atlee.
Another film with Atlee, so.
Jawan 2.
If there is a Jawan 2.
Is it? Is there?
I don't know, that you have to ask Atlee.
Okay. Allu Arjun.
Bunny, maybe a movie with him.
I have heard that he's promised a movie with you already.
He didn't promise. Well, this was part of the show where he said, I have known Bunny for the longest time, but professionally I've not had an opportunity to work with him. So on this reality show that I was a part of, he was the chief guest for the grand finale. So I said that, look, I've known him, personally I've known him for the longest time. Professionally I've not had an opportunity to work with him. So somewhere down the line I'm feeling bad that I didn't get an opportunity to work with him. So his precise words were never say never. But he said it in Telugu, but I'm translating it.
Say it in Telugu. It's
He
a
said-
Telugu audience.
He said, no అని చెప్పకు కానీ ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఛాన్స్ ఉంది పైగా ఇప్పుడు కూడా నువ్వు మంచిగా సన్ అయ్యి నువ్వు హాట్ అయ్యావు సో యూనో వీ క్యాన్ గెట్ అన్ సో బేసిక్లీ వాట్ యూస్ ట్రైన్ టు సే ఇస్ ఐ రెడ్యూస్డ్ వెయిట్ అండ్ ఐ లుక్ హాట్ సో who knows, there may be an opportunity that we may work together. So I would love to do a film with him.
But how are you not pinning him down on this? Allu Arjun also, if you are watching this.
That's so wrong.
You can sign me as your PR after this, I'm telling you.
Done.
But actually,
you're my official
done.
manifestor.
Yeah,
if that's a
manifestor.
word.
I think I want to manifest a movie with
If that's a word.
Allu Arjun.
Rajmouli sir, Allu Arjun.
And Shah Rukh Khan again.
Shah Rukh Khan also.
Excuse me, there are already rumors that you might be doing a song in Pushpa 2.
No.
What if it comes to you? Because I know Sam is not doing it for.
I would have to think about it. To be very honest, because I'm not in a phase where I don't know whether I'll be able to do special numbers.
But if it's like a ooh antava, I want you to do it. Has to be.
Let's see.
Okay. NTR. You've done a film with him.
Oh, I love Tarak. I would love to do a film with him. That man is genuinely funny. He is funny.
Yeah.
Because see, people mistake that to be, at the first glance he may not open up much, but they mistake that to be a little bit of snob, that you know he can come off like that, but he is actually not.
He's not.
He's a sweetheart.
He's amazing.
He's a sweetheart.
And he's a prankster.
He hasn't, till now he hasn't played
No,
any
prankster will
prank.
pull your leg.
He hasn't done that to me till now, but I love Tarak. I mean, I would love to do a film with him again.
Ram Charan.
I have met him socially, very nice man. Again, I would like to work in a film with him.
No, but what quality would
What
you?
would I like to steal? With Ram Charan. See, I don't know him on a personal level. I've just met him occasionally. But I gather his dancing skills are good. But I would like a combination of Tarak and Charan's dance skills.
Okay. Not Allu Arjun. Allu Arjun.
Bunny is fabulous, but I said Bunny.
I can't even look.
Oh yeah, so all three. dance of all three of them. This one I would like to steal.
Rajamouli.
What I'd like to steal from Rajamouli sir, his brain.
Aishwarya Rai Bachchan.
She is very eloquent when she speaks. She is beautiful. I didn't have an opportunity to work with her in Ravan, but I met her for the press con.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful. I mean, she's so. You can just sit and see her, you know. And I must say, ma'am, you were brilliant in Ponniyin Selvan.
Yeah. Oh.
2, she was mind blowing. I think Ponniyin Selvan 2 was Aishwarya Rai.
Absolutely. And Vikram.
His sense of humor, yeah, he is funny as hell. He's funny as hell, and he speaks very well. Yeah. So yeah, his sense of humor and the way he speaks.
Samantha and Nayanthara. Samantha will start.
Well, Sam, I'd like to steal her films. Whatever she's signing on, please send it to me. I mean, because I think her choice is brilliant. Obviously, she's going through so much in her personal life as well with the autoimmune disease and everything, but yet she's standing strong. So one thing I would say, okay, her willpower won, and movies for sure.
And Nayanthara.
Nayanthara, at the moment, her films as well, because I think she's on a signing spree, and whatever she is actually touch wood, I mean whatever she's touching is turning into gold. So I would like that aspect. I mean, how she chooses her films, and you know how they correctly sit with her, and yeah.
Not one person, the most important person that we've been discussing in the Vanity for the longest time, which is Vijay Sethupathi.
Oh, Vijay, I've just met him. I've not worked with him, obviously professionally. I've not worked with him. No, no.
Okay.
But that man is so natural. He is so brilliant. I mean, when I saw Farzi, I did tell him. I mean, no, I didn't tell him after Farzi. I met him much before that. Maybe his acting skill. I mean, how he can just blend into any character so effortlessly.
Priya, I have always said that you are, people call you a blessed soul, but people who know you, people who eventually become friends with you, they are blessed, because you are a friend's friend. And I will always say this, that I remember, I will always go back to that conversation where we had, where you had genuinely told me that, you know, I think you should, a lot of people down south really like you and your interviews, and you should do something. And today, honestly speaking, I think you have manifested this.
I'm so happy for you, Nayan.
And
genuinely, I'm very happy for you.
And I always say this, that it's okay. Everybody is biased, and I'm biased for the right person, I feel. So I will always be there for you, and thank you for being there for me.
Always.
Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Priyamani, and you're watching me on Gulte.
Hi, this is Shreya Saran, and you're watching me on Gulte.com. Please watch, share, and subscribe.
Hi guys, this is Janvi Kapoor and you're watching me on Gulte.com.
Hi guys, Nenu me Rakul and meer chustunaru Gulte.com.
Hi guys, it's me Rashi Khanna and you're watching me on Gulte.com.
And you're watching us on Gulte. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Only love to you.